People look at stories through different lenses. I have my own take on some of these trending issues. Hi, I'm Mariah Ramharak and welcome to In Case You Missed It.
Hello, I'm Mariah Ramharak and welcome to a brand new episode of In Case You Missed It on SportsMax and CEEN TV. Today I'm so pleased to be chatting with head coach of St Lucia's national football team, Stern John. Welcome to the show, Stern. How are you doing? What's the mood like in St Lucia?
Mood's been really good. Bit disappointed from the last performance. We lost 4-0 against St Martin.
Yeah.
But I think the mood is really, really good in the camp still. Like I said, a buzz around the island from the medal, the gold medal win, and also the CPL win for the cricket team as well too. So I think a lot of pressure is on the football team now to deliver. But I think it's a good mood around the camp, especially in the island as well too.
Correct. The people are very, very happy because you have that win from Julian Alfred, you have the CPL win, and now all eyes are on you, Stern John, to, of course, help the team deliver continuous wins. And you've been doing a good job. You lead Group B despite that shocking 4-0 loss to St Martin. Can you walk me through that last game and looking back now, a few areas you can pinpoint that you think needs working on before the next match?
I think we were well prepared for both games. We started off really bad poorly on Friday. We gave ourselves a mountain to climb in the first game. We came back and we took a bit of stuff halftime and make some changes, some tactical stuff, and we got back into the game and we won the game. I think we approached the game on Monday a bit differently, preparing for St Martin because we knew it was gonna come with a different shape as well. I think simple things, especially at this level, you have to eradicate in sports and in football. I think if you don't give the opposition these kind of chances that we give them by giving away the football and not defending properly, I think it's gonna haunt you in the end. I think, like you said, the penalty they got in the first couple of minutes was a bit questionable. But all in all, we especially when the ball's in the box like that, you're not allowed to stick your foot out because in the modern day game, once you stick your foot out like that, the referee's gonna blow for a penalty. But I think, like I said, there's few simple errors we need to eradicate, and I think we should be okay.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, the results speak for themselves. And because I asked you about the areas to work on ahead of the upcoming fixtures, I have to ask you, what do you think, Coach, has been the major strengths of the Piton boys unit?
I think ability to take information and to listen and play as a team, as one unit. I think it's very difficult for managers and coaches who are international coaches because you don't get to spend a lot of time with the players, especially the international players from the UK and different countries around the world. I mean, you plan to bring players in, but you have to sit at home on that Saturday afternoon looking to make sure no one gets hurt or most of the guys come to the games unscathed. So it's very difficult for us to plan, but I think so far for us planning, we have been very good at executing what we set out to do as a team. And I think our organization as a team on the pitch defensively has been really good until Monday night, sorry. When we lost the game to 4-0. But I think, like we said, we have to continue what we do, we continue what we're doing and stay focused.
Yeah, and what has stood out for me personally, I noticed the strength in your bench in the last few games. I also saw that everyone is playing as a team, which I think is exactly the type of energy you as a coach would want. What would you say sets this team apart from previous St Lucia teams?
I think yeah, we have a lot of depth. I think we're able to recruit the guys who can represent St Lucia, who are St Lucian born through parentage or grandparentage the last couple of years. And we're able to build a squad. I think, especially with international football, when you play back-to-back games in less than 24 hours, you need a big squad. In the Caribbean, we have on this recovery mechanism we have is an ice bath. When the guys play in Europe, they have other stuff that they can recover faster from. So they need a big squad. And you're only as strong as your bench as well too. I think the last couple of games our bench came on and done really well for us. So we just have to continue that way and continue playing together as one unit. And the guys, they play for each other. They feed off each other. Our captain as well too is a good leader. We have a lot of leaders around the camp too as well too. So it makes my job a lot easier.
Yeah, and when I think about you as a player and now coaching, and I mean, you're getting the results, so nobody can, of course, have any sort of argument when it comes to you as a coach. But I'd love to hear in your own words, Stern, how would you describe your coaching style?
Well, I mean, a lot of people talk about philosophy and different stuff like that, but I think I can be both autocratic, and I think I'm one of those coaches. When I first started off my career, I used to be in your face a lot, and I realized that the players that we coaching on probably has a different mentality and a different Gen Z generation. So you have to deal with them a lot differently. So I tend to teach. I think especially coaching in the Caribbean too. I think we got our coaching badges in the UK and different parts of the world. And when we come back to the Caribbean, we don't have the facilities, we don't have different stuff like that. So you have to think differently and improvise a lot. So I mean, we have to coach in the Caribbean. We're not managers; we are coaches actually in the Caribbean. Yeah. So we have to take that into perspective as well too. When you're being a manager or coach in the Caribbean, you have to understand the mentality of the player and the country that you're coaching as well too. So I think as a coach, I can't be in your face, but I just want us to be organized and the game to be played properly. And as an ex-player as well, to whatever you put in the game is where you get back out. So you have to work hard. Yeah. And I also think working hard in football is a given. Some players think that they work hard in the game, but that's a given in football. You have to work hard, and our team as well too. We tend to fall asleep sometimes, but we have to do both sides of the game.
Yeah. Do you ever find yourself drawing on your own experiences and sharing your stories with the team to ensure that you keep them motivated?
I tend not to speak about myself. I don't know why I don't do it a lot as my staff tell me I should, but I think the mentality of the players, in this generation, they won't understand. And I don't want them to think I'm trying to speak about myself, about my achievements and what I've done as a footballer as well too. I need to do it as a coach. So I tend to use my coach Baba as a a lot to explain certain things to the players and them. But I tend not to speak about myself a lot. But I think the players understand the point I'm trying to bring across to them, and they understand how important it is now to play at this level and to represent St Lucia. Yeah,
most important. And you have 2 more games to play in November, so you have to rebuild and come again. How important is it to you and the team that you're promoted to League A, especially in a year where St Lucia has been doing so well in sport? I mentioned it at the top, a Julian Alfred gold and silver in Olympics, Kings winning the CPL, a lot of different things to be happy about. But how important is it to you and the team, Stern?
I think it's very important as a country and as a FA as well too. I think when I got the job, my president, he's like his goal is to qualify for a major tournament, and he's going to give me all the resources that we can to help us qualify for a major tournament as well too. But I think when we saw the fixtures came out, I think arguably we have the toughest group in the B. I think also when you saw the fixtures came out, no one will give us a chance to be in number 1 position, or actually in pole position. It's in our hand now, even though we lost the game on Monday, but we still have 2 more games to go in November against Curacao and Grenada. I think it's still in our hands. Our destiny is in our hands. We have to win either one of those games and we will qualify.
Yeah, so I'm lucky to have visited St. Lucia twice, and I feel the love of the people. That's one thing I can say for sure. Now, you're a Trini as well, coaching in St. Lucia. Has it been difficult for you adapting? And I'm talking about, culturally, just getting through to the players and all of that?
Oh, it's fine. I've been to St. Lucia a couple of times. I have a lot of friends here and family as well too. I think the key thing as a coach and as a player, once you get into that hot seat or to that job, you need to get results, because it's going to be easier for you as a player and as a coach as well too. And I think since I've been here, like you said, we have gotten the results that we wanted. Sometimes it wasn't the prettiest way we played, but we got the results. And I think we're in a game that everyone wants winners. And we know the Caribbean is we can be but a lot of coaches and we want overnight success. But I think the St Lucian public, they are really passionate about football and also cricket as well too, and track and field. So when it comes to football, I mean, we under a lot of pressure, but so far the team has been doing really well and we've been producing. So what more can you ask for? So hopefully we can get the results that we need in November and get to Nations League A and qualify with the top teams around the world. I see if you look at the Gold Cup next year, we are going to have some top countries there. So you really want to play against those countries as a player. That's what you play the game for and what you live for as well too.
Very true. And you're saying all of that, and I'm thinking, because I like to think Trinis know how to party and celebrate, right? But I got a taste of St Lucia and how they've celebrated Julian Alfred. Can you imagine, Stern, what the celebrations would be if St Lucia were able to advance in qualifying or reach the CONCACAF Gold Cup?
Yes, I saw the celebrations there. We were in Paris and we came back as well too, just in time for her motorcade, and it was amazing to see the support that she got. I mean, from day one, they were behind her as a country, and they never stopped supporting her. And they showed the support when she got to St Lucia in the motorcade. I think it's a fantastic. I think if our team or when our team gets to that level when we qualify, I think we're going to get the same reception as well too. So it's something to look forward to.
Yeah, and as you say that, I'd have to ask you, how has the support been from the St Lucia FA and the Ministry of Sport?
Oh yeah, it's been tremendous. Like I said, when I first came in, I had a meeting with the Minister of Sport, Mr. Kenson, and also with our president, Mr. Lyndon Cooper as well too. And I think from then, we know they mean business. They want to support the football. They have been behind the football for the last couple of years, and been doing so. He was able to, especially the Minister of Sport, he was able to put his money where his mouth is. I think he was supporting the football from a long time ago, and he put the money into the semi-professional league. And it's in that too, the FA was supporting them as well too, and we were able to have a semi-pro league, and the guys are playing at a different level in St Lucia now. I think it's credit to what they have been doing that my job is a lot easier in terms of a lot more players are playing a lot more football, and they're in that environment on a day-to-day basis. Maybe if I have to be critical, they maybe could train a lot more days during the week, but I mean, it's a process. They're going to get better, and I think it's a tremendous job they've been doing.
So, Stern, when World Cup 26 comes around, it will have been 20 years since you and Trinidad and Tobago played at Germany 2006. What are your memories of that experience?
The memories are, I think, qualifying for World Cup firstly, and then playing in the actual World Cup. I think for myself, I think it's a dream come true, and I suppose that way for a lot of the players who go to from Trinidad. As a professional player or as a player, being able to play in a World Cup is something that you dream about, and it happens to us, And then, for me, I think the first game against Sweden was amazing. I think for me it was emotional because my mom was there on the sideline watching me play in a World Cup, and then we got a point against Sweden, which was a great night for us as well too.
Yeah, amazing memory as well. Our home country, Trinidad and Tobago, had a crucial 3-1 win versus Cuba a few days ago. And we know the Soca Warriors, they needed that win to avoid relegation, and we did just that. So looking on as a fellow Trini who once wore the red, white and black, how do you feel about the current state of our football back home?
I mean, it's going to get better. Like I said, it's a process. We're in transition with find a new manager. We have a caretaker boss who's been doing as well, his best, his utmost best for the players that he have there. I think we just have to be patient. I think as a country who have been one of the top countries around the Caribbean and respected around the world as well, so we have to get back to that. We have a number of talented players in Trinidad, so we just need to develop those players and bring them back to the table. Also, I think to play at that level of Nations League, you need your top players who are playing at clubs and available to your disposal as well too. So hopefully we can get all those players back to Trinidad and who are hungry to play for Trinidad and get us back to where we want to be as a country respected around the world again.
Yeah, and Stern, there are talks about Dwight Yorke getting the Trinidad and Tobago coaching job. Fellow Trini played alongside him. What are your thoughts?
Dwight is someone loved in Trinidad. I think it's a good opportunity for him. I'm not sure what's happening with that deal, so I don't want to speak out the timing yet, but I think for him coming to coach Trinidad, I think we just have to get behind him. get behind and back as well too. I think he's been around to coach internationally and to coach his country is going to be fantastic as well too. So if it works out, hopefully we'll give him the support and get behind him and the staff. That's what we need because we need to qualify for World Cup. I think it's one of our second best opportunity from when we played to qualify for World Cup. But like we said, a lot of the big guns are not there. The Mexicos of this world, the USAs and the Canadas. I think it's a great opportunity for us to qualify for World Cup. So we have to do whatever it takes to get there, even if it's hiring the top players and top coaches. We need to do that. So I think for Dwight coming in, I think it's going to be good for us. So hopefully we can get a deal sooner than later because it's taking too long for my liking.
Yeah, too long. We need a proper head coach. We just need that person to know where they stand, and then let's see how we can build on that. Well, Stern, you've been on the show before. You know my favorite segment is the rapid fire one. It's where I ask you a question and you say the first word or phrase that comes to mind. Are you ready?
My God, I'm never ready for this.
All right. The best part about being a Trini?
Food.
Best memory playing football?
Qualifying for the World Cup.
Favorite part about coaching?
I get to join in sometime with the players.
Yeah. Greatest footballer of all time?
I'll have to say Maradona for me.
Okay. When you're not coaching, Stern, what are you doing?
I go to the beach. I go to the beach and chill. I'm not a big, massive beach person, but I go to the beach and chill, but not in the beach. I tend to stay outside.
So you're a sand beach person.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you like most about living and coaching in St. Lucia?
I think the people and the culture. I think they rally around the team. They support you. My biggest thing, I have to learn to speak Creole, so I'm learning.
Yeah.
A few words, but somebody was I learned I can't say it on live telly. So.
Oh
yeah.
no! One word to describe the Piton boys. I have a word. I'd say dedicated. What say you?
I think so. We're very dedicated, and we are hungry for success. Very dedicated as a team, as a country. And we want to be successful as well too. So yeah, dedicated definitely.
All right. Now, what did it feel like hearing the TNT national anthem at a FIFA World Cup?
Oh, it's a tremendous feeling. I think as a player too, when you get to sing a national anthem in a World Cup, I think is a dream come true. I think it's a great feeling. You get goosebumps, and is that what you play the game for? I mean, a lot of players who played the game before never got to a World Cup, and get into a World Cup and sing a national anthem is it's out of this world.
Yeah. Well, let's head across now to social media to see what they've been saying about you, Stern, and the Piton boys. So this one is from Terry Finister. He says, "We believe," and this was earlier in October 11, 2024. What do you have to say about this? I mean, he's just sending positive vibes to you and the team.
Nice. He's always a guy who's been positive and supporting the team. I think believe is a great thing to say and to describe our team as well too. I think for us to get to this level, we have to believe in ourselves and the staff and the team as well too. I think the players always fight for each other and they work hard for each other. I think a lot of the games when we thought we was out of it, we came back and we showed that desire and that fight and that character to get back in the game. So we definitely believe. A lot of the players, they want to get to a World Cup. Trust me, that's their dream, to get to a World Cup, and we're going to try our utmost best to get there.
Okay, let's take another reaction, please. Chu says St. Lucia is close to making a historic accomplishment for their football, getting promoted to League A and going to their first Gold Cup since the federation has existed. It's incredible to witness this type of history. Anything about this one?
No, yes, definitely. I think as a small country, St. Lucia going to a Gold Cup and to rub shoulders with some of the top nations around the world, I think it's a great feeling. I think we put ourselves in a good position. It's in our hands over the next two blocks of Nations League in November. So I would say we just need a couple of results and have to be a professional job as well too.
Yeah, well, Stern, I want to thank you so much for joining me on today's show. I look forward to chatting with you again really soon, and all the very best for the rest of the CONCACAF Nations League, and keep up the good work.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Take care. Well, folks, so that's a wrap for today's episode on In Case You Missed It. Be sure to like, share and comment and let me know what you thought about today's interview. Bye for now.